Hello, hello, hello. So I want to take a look at this mod. Now this is an older mod. It's X1 UNP Boots 03 by Petrovich, and it was ported by Vanderall. It's under 13 megabytes, and my understanding was that these actually work and don't sink into the ground. So let's hop into the game and let's make these and see if they do work. If they do work, they might be an option for us sometimes when we have one of those things where the heals don't work, and this might be an alternative. So, see you in the game in a moment. Alright, so we're here in the cheat room, and let's just say that you're having trouble finding some shoes that work like they should. These boots here may give us an option, okay? We're going to try the black, the blue, the brown, the green, the gray, and the red, okay? Okay, so we tried. We made them. We didn't try, we made them. So let's just try these on. We'll have our girl give them a whirl. Oh, you have to pardon me. She's been doing other shows for us, as you might remember. Let's try the black ones. Oh, look at that. Those look good. They fit. Now she's using a 7 base body instead of a UNP body. So there might be a little clippage there. I mean, it's still a UNP body, but it's not the slimmer UNP body. So, but nonetheless, I think those look good. Let's try the blue ones. Also look good. And notice the heels work. That's the main thing. Would these give you an option without your feet sinking into the ground? Yes, they do. They give you an option. Now, these are all counted as light armor, but that's okay. Look at that. These actually match this awful dress. So that's kind of funny. But see, this is an alternative. These are some heels that work. And these are gray. Let's see, what else? We got red ones. We got red ones. So yeah, you might like something like this to use as an alternative, especially if you use the UNP body. But even if you don't, if you're like me and you use this body, this is still not bad. See, the boots would still work really well. Let's see, what do you think? Gray? Look at that. The gray ones look good. So I think that's nice. The brown ones are okay with this. And probably the black ones. Yep. So you get the idea. These are some that actually work correctly with heels that you could use in place of some of the, some of the mods that we get that they don't have the heels situated and everything sinks into the floor. Well, this gives you an alternative, an option to work with, okay? Now, it would be best if you used actually the UNP body, but any UNP body will work okay. Like I said, she's used in the 7 base. Let's see, let's go down and take this off for a minute. And they still work, even though there might be some slight clipping there. They still work. Let's see, how does this look? And see, if you wanted to do his robes, you could give her some brown boots. You could probably, with these colors, you could probably find something that matches and works. So it's not bad. Though this version of Mirak's robes does not have enough pant leg, does it? Yeah, you might notice that. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry. Anyway, that's beside the point. That's not a problem with these boots. That's a problem with Murex clothing there. If you wanted to have black boots for that, you could do that. They're not going to match perfect, but they look pretty good. You know, not everything's going to be 100%, but you could try some different things. Let's do the leather armor here. And that's taking a moment to load. I'm not sure why. There we go. And we'll do like the brown. It's not a perfect 100% match, but it's, you know, it's still pretty good. And even the black ones would probably look fine. They might actually look better with it anyway. Depends on what you're after. But just trying to show you some options. If you did that, maybe you could use the brown. What do you think? Maybe the brown would look better with that? Yeah, the brown suits that a little better. Nonetheless, you know. Now, and I'll show you, because I'm using an armor replacer too, and you can see some clipping with that. But this is just for our shows, so it's probably not perfect. We'll take a look at that also. Now, I don't know if we have anything that will match this, but let's try the red. Oh, actually, the red does okay. See that? The red does okay. So this is probably a good example here where you can actually use something from the vanilla game and you can still have something that matches pretty good. Okay? Alright, so that's all. I just wanted to show you that. Now, there is one other thing we need to do. Let's check and make sure that these are upgradable and enchantable. They're supposed to be. You'll have to pardon me while I get back down there. It's a ways down the list. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, they're upgradable. That's good. Let's just check each one. I can't imagine that they would miss one, but just in case. Okay, so they're all enchantable. That's good. I mean, upgradable. Now let's check the enchanting. See if we can enchant them. Again, pardon me while we scroll down. There's one other mod like this I want to look at, and I'll do a show on it as well, just to see, you know, just to give us some options to play around with. Leather, here we go. Alright, so let's make sure that we can enchant these. So let's see, let's just, it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just, okay, that was enchantable. Yep, that was enchantable. We just want to make sure we can enchant it. It doesn't take anything special. If we can just enchant them, that's perfectly fine. They all seem to work. Alright, let's take a look and make sure that, yep. Looks like they all enchanted. Okay. So that's fine. Let's see, is there anything else? I believe that's it. I don't know if you'll notice much difference with the weight slider. I'm not even sure if we can see them, but let's give it a look anyway. It won't hurt to at least. Yeah, see, I can't even see them. So yeah, don't worry about it. Oh wait, you know what? We can do it though, and look at them outside of the weight slider. Hold. So let's do this. Yeah. Oh, looky there. You can see a little bit of breakage there using the weight slider like that. Now that is, again, probably because I'm using the 7 base and not the UNP body. Or it could have to do with my armor replacer and not. Yeah. Notice that using the full weight pops it all together though. So it's all right. It's just one of those things you have to be aware of. You may have to use the weight slider to fill that gap in as needed. Okay, so you could have a little bit of that. As I've said in the past, nothing is 100% perfect. And since these were made with the standard UNP body in mind, and the 7 base is a little bit more, whatever, and maybe it didn't allow for that kind of extreme on the weight slider, just keep that in mind. But it should work with most UNP based bodies, okay? Like this 7 base, it works just fine, so it should work with the others as well. Just with, just be aware that you may need to adjust that weight a little bit. If you play on the slimmer side, you may have to adjust that up a little bit to get rid of that crack, or find, it's also going to depend on what clothing you're using and what your outfit is, and if it extends down further, you may not even have that problem, okay? All right, but just something to be aware of. Now, I think that's everything we can show on these, so I'm going to hop out and show you the mod again. Alright, so we've been looking at the X1 UNP boots 03 by Petrovich, and remember this was ported by Vanderall. This is an older mod, but it looks like it still works very good, and it was made for the UNP body, but any UNP based body will be able to use it with, you may have to do some work around, kind of like I did with the weight slider. You may have to go full weight. Or you can always switch your body to be the UNP body if that's what you really want. I think a lot of people do use that body. And anyway, these boots give you a nice alternative when you have those outfits and armors and things and the heels sink into the ground. This gives you an alternative to try to work around that and fix that in your game yourself. We can't always, the modders can't always fix that. They don't always know how to fix that. And this just gives you a chance to do it yourself and gives you an option. So hopefully that will be helpful to you at some point. It's under 13 megabytes. It gives you a good variety of colors so that you can hopefully match up with a lot of different outfits. And they looked good to me. So I'm probably going to be using these in the future if I have, or at least trying them out if I have something where the heels sink in and don't do the way I want. Okay? All right. Remember, these are light armor, though, and they're made in the leather option of the Forge. So, thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. So, I want to acknowledge these people who donate to the channel, who support the channel. They put their money where their mouth is, and I really do appreciate that. So, thank you to these folks. And thank you to everyone for watching and supporting the channel.